Hey, what's up everyone? I'm back with another tutorial. I apologize for the mess behind me. I'm in the middle of packing. I'm about to move. But I'll have a brand new space. Very much looking forward to that. But I wanted to dive into another tutorial for this month. This time we'll be focusing on some of the auto-tune processing that St. John Hawkins or Jones do on vocals. And so it took me a while to figure this out, but I think I've cracked the code on this. So I wanted to kind of demonstrate how you can achieve this by using auto-tune, and then just some additional things that I've messed with inside of auto-tune EFX that is quite fun as well. So try and make this quick, but I also want to really dive into this and just show what can be done with auto-tune when you essentially try and break the program. But yeah, so here inside of Ableton, let me close this. I have another song that I have been working on for some time. Haven't got around to finishing it yet, but this is again kind of exploring a lot of techniques that were inspired by St. John Hawk and Fractal Fantasy and all that. And so I'll play the track so you can hear what it sounds like in context with everything, and then we're going to focus on these top two channels, and this is just the output of these channels. So let me play a little bit.
Stuck on my own, right side it came back, this lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kick, go stand them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I did this shit, clocked that head. Stuck on my own, right side it came back, this lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up, go stand them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I did this shit, clocked that head got wrong.
Yeah, so this section right here, just like this vocal, is mainly what I wanted to focus on. So as you can hear, it has like a weird auto-tune effect to it, and so I believe a lot of it is used in more modern dancehall is where the inspiration came from. I'm assuming from St. John Hawk and them. And so we can hear it, hopefully I won't get hit with this, but we can hear it in some of their productions to begin with. So if we go to, let's see, no, not that one. I think it's this.
Yes, in peace, that's where enough man a rest over girl. That's where enough man a stress. Kill a for real, you know, say me God bless. And you know, say I kill a for real, you know, fit test. Only I kill a, so right now, and that's why I don't me, I make no me.
So if you listen to the vocal, there's auto-tune that's happening on it. And so the vocal itself is already kind of monotone, but they're using auto-tune to make it even more monotone. And so they're just doing that by essentially doing this MIDI input, and they're just doing like one note at a time. So how I originally came across this technique was I mainly use, I don't know why I did that. I mainly use auto-tune EFX. Okay, so that's Pro. So let me bring up EFX. So this one has some pretty cool effects in it, but what I would do is, I turn up the retune speed and it'll be on chromatic, and then what I started doing was turning off all the notes, say for like one or two. So maybe I'll just do like F sharp and A sharp. And so before I turn on auto-tune, this is how the vocal sounds like normally.
Pitched up on my own, right side it came back, this lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked, ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone.
So yeah, as you can hear, it sounds completely different, but when I turned this on and it only had two notes playing,
Pitched up on my own, Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked. Ghost on them, I'm gone.
So some of these...
Pit stop on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked.
There we go.
Ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that, it got long.
Yeah, so essentially what it would started doing was it would only go and play these particular notes. This particular vocal already has auto-tune on it, so it's already been pitch corrected, but this would be more noticeable if I had a vocal that didn't have auto-tune on it to begin with. I may cut this and try and find one. Okay, so I found an acapella that has a bit more melodic content in it, so now I can demonstrate this a little bit better. So there's no auto-tune on this vocal or anything. This is a vocal Suski sent me ages ago, but I'll play it. It's sped up a little bit just so we can get to the point so you can hear, but...
In the dark like me, you're darker. In the high like me, you're higher.
So that's that sound. There's no auto-tune, anything like that. This is the stem exactly how it was sent to me. And so now, if I turn on auto-tune and I just have this A activated, this is how it will sound.
In the dark like me, you're darker. In the high like me, you're higher. You're not alone, I'm in your hurry.
So as you can hear, it's not the greatest sounding, but clearly it's heavily manipulating the melodic content. And so you can kind of play around with these notes until you find something that can work for what you're trying to attempt to do.
In the dark like me, you're darker.
So as you can see, I just chose these 3 random notes and did something completely different. So yeah, that was how I kind of discovered this concept, was just clicking around here. And then eventually, I found out in quite an older video that you can use Auto-Tune Pro and there's MIDI input. And so you just activate that by using targets notes here in the advanced section. I think normally when you have on Antares Pro, it'll look like this. But if you click this advanced button here, it shows all this additional information. So you can do target notes, and then you can route like MIDI here, like how I've done, into whatever has Auto-Tune Pro on it. And so by doing that, I was able to just draw in the notes, and it went and created this more monotone-esque sound to the vocal. And so here, there's a couple of chops here. Some of these have been pitched to work for what I was doing with the notes, and typically I kind of just choose random notes here, and then I found something that eventually worked for what I was trying to accomplish. So if we go back to the original vocal, this is what it sounds like with this MIDI here enabled, affecting this.
Stop on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked.
So you heard that, and then this is without it.
Pit stop on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked.
So yeah, it's just completely monotone, and it kicks it up an octave. It sounds like very like high pitched. I'm not sure what necessarily is causing it to determine which octave to go into, because if I recall correctly, yeah, I think it doesn't matter what octave I do. If I were to move these notes down, it would still sound the same. Let me turn it back on.
Stop on my own. Right side, it came back.
Oh, it does actually do it. Okay.
Stop on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I stop on my.
So as you can see, yeah,
stop on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong.
you can completely manipulate the vocal however you want. And so I think this is essentially what you do inside of Melodyne, but this is kind of a fun, creative way of manipulating it just by using MIDI like that. And so I'm pretty sure, and again, I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the method that Sinjin Hawk and them are doing, and same with